I have a job for you.
Jeez, it's not another arc, is it?
No, not again. This time I need a full-scale home renovation.
Noah Construction and Builders is your design and build partner. We do it all, from additions and dormers to full-scale renovations. Schedule your no-cost design consultation today. Visit us online at noahconstruction-builders.com.
Noah Construction and Builders. Through dreams we design, with vision we build.
MuscleSport Media live right here, WGBB Radio, live from Merrick, New York, 95.9 FM, 1240 AM. MuscleSport Media live, hey, right here with my co-host, Anthony Tuminello, and of course, Trevor behind the glass. I am Joe Pietaro. Anthony?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing on this fine rainy evening in Merrick?
How are you doing? It's very.
Could have been better.
It rained. It rained last December too. It's very weird. Can we have some snow? I like snowy Christmases.
I like a white Christmas for the, postcards and all of that, but I hate shoveling it, so I don't really like it.
I don't mind shoveling. Is that weird? I don't mind it.
Wait till you're 57.
No, I guess so. I guess.
But of course, we are in December right here. We're coming to a close of 2024. Holiday season is upon us. And we had been talking a little bit about, people worried about gaining weight and losing, mixing days in the gym with Christmas and New Year's and all of that stuff. And so we were going to touch base a little bit about,
Is that what you want to do? That's boring.
It is boring. What do you want to talk about? It's about
I guess we can talk about that.
Talk about the Knicks.
Nah, I don't like it. The Knicks got beat up. I mean, they won, but they got beat up defensively yesterday, boy. It was terrible. That team is dirty. They're not dirty. They just play very... I shouldn't complain because I like the 90s Hard Knocks.
The
Knicks defensive bully basketball.
The hand check rule, also known as the Nick rule.
Yeah, it's kind of what they were doing, I think. Hey, it is what it is.
I like that, a little more tougher.
Me too.
Bumping,
me too.
Boxing out and things like that.
100%.
They don't play like that anymore, though.
It's funny because last night was I don't know if you watched the game, but last night
I did not. No, I did not. I was watching the football game.
Yeah, I felt the
riding on.
How'd you do?
All right. If I hit one tonight, boom, we're good.
Joey Mush.
No.
Mush. What are you doing?
I do my homework.
What are you Sonny, you rip it up. Mush bit the horse.
Get him in the bed.
Come on,
Go in the bathroom.
Come on, Kryptonite. Come on, Kryptonite.
Before the race ends.
Oh, my God. That's a real guy. So Eddie the Mush is a real...
He's based on a real person.
Well, it was actually...
And it was him, who played it.
Yeah, he just recently passed away, and I saw an interview with Chaz, and Chaz said that his family came up to him at the funeral and said, "Thank you so much. My uncle, or my father, or my uncle, whatever, he had no luck. He really had no luck his whole life.
It was the gym.
And you made him famous.
A character, yeah.
Well,
he was perfect.
Well, that's what you call it.
Looks so good.
It's mush. That's a mush.
Don't even look at the kid while it's rolling the dice. Matter of fact, go in the bathroom.
I don't want to go to the bathroom. It's embarrassing.
And there's like four guys in there. Come on, say you roll the dice.
I gotta tell you, there's nothing like those movies, man. Anyway.
Oh, I could talk about those all night.
Anyway, we're not talking. Let's do something fitness related. Joe.
We'll do fitness because we already have a good topic for next week.
Yeah,
we already discussed that this morning.
That
is a good topic, and we're going to make it a surprise for you guys. You're going to have to wait till next Monday.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
But before that, I'd be remiss if I did not thank once again Noah Construction-Builders.com. No job too big nor small for Pete and the boys over at Noah Construction-Builders.com. Our title sponsor here, MuscleSport Media Live, WGBB.
The best.
The best.
Best.
Every nail.
Nail coffin. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Windows, everything.
Windows to bathrooms. They're the best.
So, what kind of fitness thing? What do you think? What do you think would interest the wide studio audience out there?
Oh no! Let's talk about this first. Okay. Because I posted it. Do you know that it is the 100th year anniversary of WGBB? Trevor, did you know that?
Yeah.
Today?
Is it today? It's the anniversary for the.
Was on the 15th.
It was the 15th, December
15th. Oh, wow.
100
Centano.
years.
Yeah, wow.
Right?
Centani.
Centani.
That's great.
100
This
years.
place, this radio station, is the oldest running
On Long
radio
Island.
station on Long Island.
I
I'm
s-
proud of that.
I'm proud
that
of that,
we're,
too.
We're part of the lineup here. I
I'm-
think that's awesome.
I think so too. I'm very proud of
I
this
love the
place.
stuff they got in the green room, the history of W. I posted that on the Instagram page because I thought it was so cool. How it
was
goes back that long.
Truthfully, I mean, think about that. 100 years. I mean, listen, that's a blink in the eye when it comes to, the world. But
Oh, we're talking about
years.
radio, right?
Exactly.
Radio, I don't know, when did radio start? Was it early 1900s,
Yeah.
right? Somewhere? I mean, it's
Terrestrial,
1924, so
yeah.
it had to be not too far before that.
Terrestrial radio started,
That was before my dad was even born,
100
1924.
years.
Yeah.
When this was like farmland. It wasn't farmland, but it was like the country. It was called the country.
We
right?
called Long Island the country when we were kids, when my aunt lived in Brentwood. We would go to her house for the weekend.
Out in the country.
In the country. Yeah, we're going to the country this weekend to see your aunt and uncle. It was great. I had this big backyard to run around. I had a dog I played with. It was awesome.
Amazing.
They had the HBO
Yeah,
when
you know
that
what?
came around.
You know what? I told you, I always said this. My cousins in Brooklyn, they always used to say, "Hey, we get everything in Brooklyn first." I go,
Not
"Nope,
cable.
You didn't have cable.
No.
I watched MTV as a 6-year-old. You didn't.
I want my MTV. I couldn't get it.
Yeah, you guys
Wrong
didn't.
zip code.
You didn't. And you know what made me think of that too? When we did that show about like the hair metal bands and heavy metal and
Yeah.
that stuff, and you said that Iron Maiden never had videos. Oh yes, they did. Iron Maiden had videos.
Yeah, you're right.
Iron Maiden had videos.
I just wasn't able to see them. The Run to the Hills, they show all the old
The
cowboy
Indians,
movies.
yeah.
Number of the Beast, they had
That's right.
the guy dressed as the
That's
devil
right.
with the
Those,
pitchfork.
man, let me tell you. Sometimes I'll be doing cardio. And I'll go on YouTube and I'll just watch all the 80s videos and how wonderfully cheesy they were.
Oh, they were awful, but they were great.
They were great, man. I was, like I said, man, I was mesmerizing. They all had a medieval, like, fantasy feel in, like, the early 80s. Too.
Man of War had
Yeah.
that
Like,
theme
even
with
Def
them.
Leppard, they had a sword with Rock of Ages.
Yeah.
And, it was cool, man.
And the Van Halen had the best videos, though.
Oh, Hot for Teacher.
I mean, they were almost like mini movies.
Yeah,
like Hot for Teacher was going, Waldo.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Sit down, Waldo.
That
I mean, it
was
was
great. That was great.
Oh, and then with Aerosmith and Run DMC when they
Yeah.
broke through the studio
Yeah.
wall. I mean, it was
That was
just
classic.
so entertaining.
That was
That was great. Michael Jackson with the
I
Thriller.
was just gonna.
That was like a mini movie.
Well, we
almost.
couldn't wait because I remember watching MTV. My whole family couldn't wait to see that Thriller. They hyped that up like
Oh,
Thriller.
the premiere of it, yeah.
Yeah, and when that came out, forget it.
That was cool, though. Yeah, with the zombies. Yeah, it was cool. I mean,
That was cool.
but because it was different, because like you said, a lot of those videos back then were like just a little cheesy of them singing, lip
Well,
singing, and then they
Michael
would
Jackson,
show something on
he
the
was ahead of
side.
his time. He got what was that guy's name who did American Werewolf in London? John Landis. He was the director of that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
He
yeah.
got him. I think it was John Landis, one of those. But he was the one who did American
The
Werewolf
real
in London.
film, filmmaking.
And
yeah.
man, that was awesome.
That was great. In the movies and
that
scaring the
was
girlfriend.
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
Right, the red motorcycle jacket with the
Oh,
sleeves
we
rolled
all-
up.
I never got it. I wanted one.
I had the black
wanted
one
You
because I was a
did.
metal kid.
You
Yeah,
did?
yeah.
But
My
no.
parents were mad at first. They didn't want me to get it. I had to wait till I was a certain age.
But I remember like if I think one kid had the Beat It jacket.
He
I
had
think
that one.
one kid, and I was so jealous of him. I was like 6. I don't know how old I was. He had it. He got it.
I had a Fonzie leather
Of
jacket.
course you did.
But when I wanted the motorcycle jacket,
Yeah.
my parents thought it was a little thuggish or whatever.
Yeah.
Or that's that kind of it was a bit. I'm like, it was a style.
Well,
Everybody had it.
I mean, you have to talk to my father. My father, in Flatbush, they were the Lords of Flatbush. Like that was what that was.
great
That
movie.
that movie was based on my father and his friends, man.
What a cast.
Yeah. I mean, it was stupid, but it was. I think,
yeah, but it's.
I think it's a little underrated, that movie. It had Henry Winkler. And
Look at Sylvester Stallone, Eric Roberts.
That's right, Eric Roberts.
And there was who's the fourth guy?
I
There was the
forget.
four main guys.
I forget.
But that's when you had. This was way before the Fonz.
That was the early 70s, but it was
Yeah.
based on like the late 50s.
Yeah, but I mean, that was like he was a Fonz character before the Fonz.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
so it was kind of cool. I think that's probably
That's right.
where they may have, put that
I always
idea together.
thought Eric Roberts was an overactor. I always thought he was.
Well,
he
what was the
overacted.
Pope of Greenwich
Oh,
Village?
good movie.
Charlie.
I mean, Mickey Rourke was he's a great actor. But I always thought he was just an over
a little over. Well, Al Pacino was too a little bit.
Yeah, but not like Eric. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Eric Roberts was like just an over actor. Like, I guess he was supposed to be that though. He was supposed to. Be
I think
this
that
guy.
was kind of the way the character he could pull that off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to hear funny related Lords of Flatbush. My friend,
Go ahead.
my friend Robert on the block had a denim jacket.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have the leather jacket. He was trying to paint Lords on it, and he did it with like just a brush with white paint.
Yeah.
But he ran out of room, so he had to put the S under the D.
Oh,
We killed him on it.
How about this? I know you're not a big rap guy, but do you remember the rap group Lords of Brooklyn? Do you remember?
I've never heard of that. in my life.
They were from Bensonhurst. Early.
Really?
See, what happened was, and to give you a little history. So when House of Pain came out, now you know House of Pain, Jump Around.
That's the Irish guys,
right. So
right?
those
Yeah.
are the Irish guys. So I think Tommy Boy was their record label. They're like, we got to get Italian guys, and we got to get them, maybe from New York or whatever. So Lords of Flatbush was a metal. Lords of Brooklyn was like a metalish band or
Really?
something. But they had a DJ, so they converted them into like a rap group, right? And I actually had the tape. And
Was it like a Beastie Boys style?
no, it was more like a House of Pain, but they had one hit song called Saturday Night, and they based it on Saturday Night Fever. It was great. You gotta look up.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
And this was approximately
Early 90s. I would say 93-ish, 92, 93.
Was it cringe or was it
It was
alright?
good. They had two good, maybe three
Yeah.
decent. One was a hit. It was called Saturday Night.
I gotta look that
And
up.
they talked about all the bars. You would love it because
They
they
talk
talked
about the places?
all the bars in Bensonhurst. They were from Bensonhurst. the
Well,
guys.
there was a song. I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
But there was a song called 86th Street, and it was all about cruising on 86th Street with the girls.
That's what they with the baseball bats and this and that. It was a
Yeah.
good song. We used to bump it.
And then that Brooklyn Queens. Remember that song?
That was
Brooklyn Queens.
that was third base.
I don't know that.
Yeah, that was third base.
I had it on a mixtape. It came in there. We got
Third base
blended
was
in.
an Italian guy and a Jewish guy, and that was actually it was called the Cactus album in 1989. Third base was a good album. That was a really all like the the white kids and whatever. They really attracted to third base first, and that's what got them into hip hop music. But third base was good.
I remember
Third
that
base.
song. I didn't know.
Yeah,
But
they had Pop Goes the Weasel. Do you remember the Gas Face?
I remember. Yeah.
That was third base.
Now, I mentioned the Beastie Boys before. They were originally a real punk rock band.
Yeah.
I think they had a girl drummer.
You did say that.
I said them before. They had a song called Transit Cop. I mean, they were just like on this
didn't know
off label.
I did know that they played at CBGB's all the time. That
But
I know.
I told you the story when they were throwing the records at Madonna.
Yeah.
My friend was at the thing. The
Yeah.
Beatsy Boy. He didn't
Yeah,
remember the
yeah.
name of him.
Yeah.
But that's funny when you mention this guy was metal and they had a DJ on. They kind of a little hybrid thing, and then they worked off of that.
Yeah.
We should we should do that. Want to start a band? Me and you. We
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I can rap. You saw my post. I can rap.
two noses. We'll call it.
I put up a post when you saw it. I put up a post on Saturday because my friend was asking me about it. Of the MTV Spring Break rap concert.
You said I hope there's no video of this.
And I have to be honest with you. There's people vigorously searching for footage of this.
Now, okay,
Vigorously.
give us the backstory a little bit.
The backstory was it was the nighttime, but it was the MTV. It was year 2000, and we went to Cancun, and it was MTV Spring Break, and MTV was there, so we all went to Yeah, it was awesome.
Had to be crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. The first night we went, it was before like all the day shows. That it was Jerry Springer and all that other stuff. The first night we went, they had like MTV was doing like contests. One was a dance contest or whatever, and then they had a freestyle contest. So it was the nighttime before all the other shows started, and it was the MTV stage, and they said, we need anyone that could freestyle to come up on stage. And I didn't really want to do it, but my friends were like, you gotta go do it.
Were you hammered and stuff?
I wasn't that hammered, but I was like, oh.
You had encouragement in you, though.
I had a little bit of liquid courage, I guess.
And your buddy's pushing
And
you.
my buddy's like, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, so I did it. I went on stage. There was about 4 or 5 guys or whatever, and the only thing is, like, I actually freestyled. So when it was my turn, like, I just, whatever came to my head, I actually...
And they just playing a beat and you just...
Yeah, and I was doing it, but I don't think people really, they kind of took to that. They didn't really realize it, because the guy who won was, like, almost reciting, like...
Another song, like...
But he was like emceeing. He was hyping up the crowd. Okay, over here, you go do this, and over there, right?
So
I was actually like, all right, I'm going to spit some lyrics, and I did it, and they didn't really take to it, so it was like they didn't really, because you're with like most of America. I don't know. I mean, rap was big, but
yeah,
freestyle was almost like kind of a New York like city thing, whatever. So they kind of didn't take to it. Let's just say.
Yeah.
So, but bottom line is, I didn't win.
So odd. You had fun though.
I had fun, and
you got the picture to
yeah, it was crazy. I did get I got a lot of attention from people after that. I tell you.
But that must have been great in Cancun. Was like on the beach, like
it was. Well, the stage was on a beach. I got to tell you, there must have been. I would probably say there must have been about 10,000 people there.
Oh, that is
fantastic.
It
was. So
you had a good night that night.
Searching
you
vigor.
Yeah.
People like, I don't care, I will find that footage. Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, that would be great. Good for you. That's nothing to be ashamed of. That's funny. I wish I had something like that. I went to Cancun in 1989. There was no stage.
Yeah, but they did the spring breaks. They did the MTV. Because they were at Cancun, they went to Miami.
No, I remember when, they would.
We saw the show. We were in the crowd with the show Singled Out. You remember Singled Out with Jenny McCarthy?
Yes.
And they picked it was.
I never watched it, but I remember that.
And Jerry Springer, and we saw Jay-Z. We talked about him, but it's like that was some.
But that must have been
mayhem.
A lot of fun, though. I mean, you're on vacation to have fun.
It was mayhem.
Spring break is for spring break.
My buddy had asked me. He's like, "Tell me you got a picture or footage of that." I'm like, "I think I got a picture somewhere." Yeah. And I looked. And I found the picture.
That's cool, though.
Yeah,
shorts on.
I was about $1.35 soaking wet.
How old were you?
21.
Oh, all right.
21.
So, you were young, yeah. So,
21.
That's
great. 2000. It was in 2000.
2000. Man, good for
I know,
you.
25 years ago almost.
Cancun. Bro, in the 80s, it was jumping. La Boom, Baby O's, Daddy O's, the Pirate Cruise.
Oh, yeah.
We
did it all. We did it all.
Yeah.
You know what I was, was trying to, think to myself, and they really, it's amazing. They didn't check for any paraphernalia. They didn't check for They didn't give
you had a ticket,
crap about what you could have had anything on you. A 10-foot bong. They could care less. They wanted everyone to have a good time.
Yeah. And it was also before 9/11, the world was a lot less, stringent on security measures and stuff like that. But yeah, Cancun used to be a big spot.
Yeah, that was nuts. I mean, because you had the colleges all around the world. I mean, the world, the country. Every college from every state was there. It's crazy.
I was also in Playa del Carmen.
Yeah, that's what, Mexico?
It's not too far from Cancun, if I remember correctly. I was there with my wife. Mm-hmm. I was in Cancun before I met my wife. Yeah. I was a kid then. I was 22. I was like, around the age you were. We had 10 minutes of sun in 4 days. Oh, we had a blast. It didn't matter. We didn't care. I wasn't there to lay lay and take it suntan. Give me more drinking hours.
I have stories that I'm sure everyone does that, but I have stories that you would never even think possible.
Yeah,
I never even think possible. In a matter of a 4-day period, you would never even think humanly possible.
Yeah.
But that was college. What are you gonna do?
That was a
good time.
The young man's world at the time.
I know.
Yeah. Now you think about it.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's old memories only.
And I'm glad you live your life. You know what I mean? Because
no regrets on that. Every trip I took, I spent money. I had nothing. afterwards. It was
recently
great.
I was interviewed and someone had asked me, "You got any regrets?" And I got to be honest with you, knock on wood, I got no regrets in life.
I got one. But we won't talk about that.
Let me explain this.
But
to
as
you.
far as like going back and being single and having fun,
even
that
with
was
everything,
great.
I really don't. You know why? Because everything, good or bad, that I've ever done and this and that, made me the righteous person that I am now.
Yeah.
You know, you should laugh.
Well, I do have one regret, and I tried to, and I was glad my daughter took advantage of this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go away to college.
Right.
You did, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My son didn't want to go away, so he went locally.
Jimmy couldn't.
Jimmy's not but I always said if I could do it over again, even though I was able to start my career at 20 early, but that's something that I'll never have the chance to do again. And I think I would have probably got really in a lot of trouble, but I would have had a lot of fun.
Truth be told, listen, I mean, I almost failed out. I mean, but let me tell you, it was such. I put it this way: college is like Disney World for drunk teenagers and early 20s. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that actually helped me in my career big time because number one, I got my degree in exercise science, which was a very a new degree at that point. Number two, it started really. All my connections in the industry as far as, coaches, high school coaches, strength and conditioning. And I was, that strength and conditioning guy before it really started to pop off.
Yeah.
So it really helped me in my career. I mean, and socially, there's nothing like it because you could be...
Oh, sure.
I got athletic directors that are athletic directors. They're really incredible... perfect pictures, humans in their in their school district.
Yeah.
But I really know what they really did.
Yeah. No, but that to me is something that young people
You can't replace.
You go away as long as you don't get flunked out. That's the thing.
And I almost did. One semester.
I think I would have.
Yeah.
I was out of my mind
But
at that age.
you know the crazy part, Joey. The people that flunked out were usually the people that were like very babied in high school, that didn't party in high school because when they got to college, they overdid it. See, we partied in high school. We went crazy in high school.
When I was 14.
Exactly. 13,
It was
14.
only 18 to drink back then. It was easier to get the booze.
Usually, those are the people that couldn't handle it.
Ah, okay.
You know
So
what
I
mean?
probably would have been okay then, because I would have been able to.
I don't know about you.
Might have been an allegation or two.
Listen, I mean, just thank
Crime scene tape.
Thank God there was no smartphones back then. I thank God.
I'm glad that as
Oh,
well.
boy.
Yeah, I did not need videos back then.
No,
I
sir.
didn't. Yeah, bad enough. Sometimes your friends would like audio tape you,
Yeah,
like when you were drunk and said stupid things.
Oh,
and
I
then
hated stuff like that. I hated it because it was so embarrassing.
You feel like I
You
done through
feel
all
like
the
really
next day.
good God, please
Or
don't
if you
show
leave a
me
message
this.
on somebody's voicemail
Yeah.
and you'd ham it and you'd like, hey, we're coming out
There's
tonight.
way more stuff.
But college is
Yeah.
definitely something that, it's you did it right as
Yeah.
far as you went, you had your fun, but you also got what you needed necessarily
Very
out of
true.
there to get your career going. Which
Absolutely.
you're still enjoying now today.
Very blessed, I must say. The connections I made when I first started. The biggest thing is Joey. You were all stuck in. I was upstate in Cortland, so you were all stuck in the snowy campus.
That's up there, yeah.
So it makes you really close with the people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there could be executives, they could be athletic directors. It's still your buddy from college and high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good school too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Cortland was fun. I don't think I'd get in. Truth be told, I got in by the skin of my teeth. I don't think if it was like later in, like about 15 years later, I don't think I would have got in at that point.
really it was tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
I wasn't a great high school student. I kind of,
Your moms weren't up there. for
No,
them.
but it was good enough to do what I had to do.
Yeah, and that's a state school,
It's a state school.
so that's good. You didn't get crushed with your loan either.
Yeah, I had a loan. I remember paying. I paid my loan. It took me 15 years, I guess. Yeah. So 2017, I paid my loan off, and it was like one of the proudest moments. I remember.
Man,
I paid that college loan. I was in debt. But you know what? That made me work really hard because I was like, sheesh, I got to pay this loan off. You know.
My daughter went to Pace, upstate.
That's upstate. Yeah.
Not a state school.
Not a state. That's a private school.
Yeah, mommy
Joey.
and daddy knows that
Mommy
very
and
well. But at least good for her. She got like about probably about 45% off academic scholarship.
Great.
And she paid, we did while she was in school, and she's been doing it once she graduated, and she's getting works, and she pays now.
Good.
So
You did it right.
and then my son finished state school, so it was a lot cheaper, and there was no dorm, no food bill.
Yeah, there you go.
It was a big difference. So his was like a joke compared to us.
It's funny, you get all the whatever that, the Sally Mae loans and this and that.
Paying my wife's off after we got married.
But it was like free money back then. You're like, I don't care, I'm buying everything.
Oh, yeah.
I used to buy CDs, posters.
I used to write the check every month. And she got that loan, back in 1986 to whatever it was, 88, and I'm writing checks in 95. That's how long it takes to pay these things off. It's crazy.
I'm almost glad that my parents made me get a loan out and everything. They made me work hard.
It puts a little responsibility on you. Yeah, I'm trying to do that with Gagoots at home.
Hey, listen. Jimmy, we gotta get Jimmy. We gotta get him.
Yeah,
he's such a sweet kid.
He gave me a great basketball parlay the other night.
Bang, zoom. You know what you said? I know
parlays are for suckers, but you know what? When they do the free bonus on these stupid sites,
Joey, when are you gonna learn?
It's called Wagetainment. It's part of MuscleSport Media's sports coverage.
Good. You do you, and then we'll be sitting in the diner, and I'll just be I'll be cutting my steak like.
Okay.
I know, Anthony. I know.
Anthony,
I know.
Oh,
okay.
I remember that. Okay, I remember that day.
Okay.
You did. You came to you were there. That's why it's my freaking Kumba.
Absolutely. Always, baby.
Hey, Kumba.
Always. I got you covered.
We are going to be out of time, so we're going to have to leave it there, Anthony. Next week,
yeah, we talked a lot about fitness today.
Oh, yeah, we covered everything. You guys are going to be ripped after listening to this episode, taking our advice. Go to college, get wasted, go on stage at MTV in Cancun.
Boom.
Have a great time. And we have a great topic for next week.
Yes,
that's going to be a fun one.
It'll be fun.
And guys, make sure you go to KingdomSups, SUPPZ.com. It's Anthony's company, KingdomSups.com, and go to MuscleSport.com. MuscleSport Mag, I keep going because I'm saying MuscleSport Media. MuscleSportMag.com.
Great issue.
/store, brand new issue,
Great
just
issue.
hot off the press. We'll see you guys next Monday.
We gotta do an hour.
Noah, I have a job for you.
Jeez, it's not another arc, is it?
No, not again. This time I need a full-scale home renovation.
Noah Construction and Builders is your design and build partner. We do it all, from additions and dormers to full-scale renovations. Schedule your no-cost design consultation today. Visit us online at noahconstruction-builders.com.
Noah Construction and Builders, through dreams we design, with vision we build.